Welcome, Gemini and Gemini cross watchers, to your bonus Valentine's Day love reading. So we're going to get a card for you, a card for your person, and the situation where you guys are and what's changing over Valentine's Day. So I hope you guys have had a great weekend, and thanks for stopping by my channel today. And what's changing over Valentine's Day. Come back. Okay, well, I guess that one's coming out to play too. Okay, all right. So, we have you in the Three of Pentacles and your person in the Devil reversed. So, I actually feel like I'm kind of getting someone is seeing the error of their ways. I feel like someone is seeing, if it's a new person, I feel like they're seeing that you are very, very different. Ooh, okay. So, I feel, Gemini, that this person may have painted you with the same brush as everybody else. And I feel like they actually see that that was a snap judgment. You know how sometimes people get like a really, they might have a really bad, like stereotypical view of Geminis. Like, oh, they're, duplicitous, they're right? It's like this person maybe they're one of those people that's like, oh, so-and-so's a Gemini. I hate Geminis, right? And I feel like they're about to see that, like, I'm trying not to swear here, that they were wrong. Let's say that. And I feel like they actually really see that it's like, if it wasn't their personal experience, I feel like whoever fed them that information that there's something wrong with Geminis and blah, 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 they actually really see that person as very short-sighted. I feel like this person sees themselves as having allowed someone else to kind of run away with their reasoning and their logic. And I feel like they see you as somebody that's actually, I want to say, like, a lot more dynamic. It's like either it was this person or it was someone that this person knows that may have had a very, difficult experience with a Gemini. And it's like, and that person just automatically was like, blanket statement, every single Gemini sucks, right? And unfortunately, I feel like your person here may have allowed that to kind of warp their perception of you. And I feel like you kind of steadily being yourself has proven otherwise, right? It's like whatever nonsense this person had been buying into, I feel like they see the light, if you will. I feel like this person, it's like their intuition, I feel like, had been telling them the whole time to stop listening to whoever that person was, and they didn't. And I feel like now they kind of see, you know what it feels like? I feel like they see that they could have had a really great relationship or connection with you a lot earlier if they had not listened to that person that was like, maybe that other person has been right about some things, right? So your person just kind of assumed that, but they are seeing through a very different lens now. I feel like this person, I feel like I might not, maybe I'm not even supposed to tell you. I feel like they've fallen for you here, actually. So we have the King of Pentacles, Tower, Two of Wands, and the World to clarify on your person. Yeah, whatever, like, prejudice or whatever was stopping them, and maybe, it could be that they didn't want to do anything because you were a Gemini. Maybe it's something like there was a religious difference or cultural or socioeconomic, there was some sort of difference here that this person allowed themselves to believe that there was something wrong with the two of you getting together, that, like, you would, ruin their life or shiz on their soul or something equally as vile, right? And, like, actually, I feel like you're one of the few people that they're starting to see is not that, right? And I feel like, you know what it feels like? I feel like their spirit team or their higher power, it feels like it's a grandparent is looking at them being like, yeah, duh. There's this real, like, it almost feels like there's someone in this person's life that was trying to tell them the truth about you that they see now. And I feel like this person is like, that's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time. Like there's just this, I feel like whoever this person is or whatever this entity is, they tried to get your person to see it and that person didn't. So eventually I feel like this person was like, well, fine, we'll just wait until they see it themselves. And they do. And I feel like they have this kind of moment. And it's almost like they seem, when they have that kind of flip flop in their perception of you, I feel like this is where this kind of like uninterested sort of like, oh, energy is coming from. It's their higher power spirit team sort of thing. I feel like because this person told your person, don't believe that about Gemini. You got to let yourself get to know them and then make a judgment when you know them, right? When you have enough information to make that decision. And I feel like your person doesn't. So at first your person's kind of feeling like, that they're too good for you, that you're just going to be all sorts of bad news. Then they have this epiphany and they're like, oh my gosh, Gemini's so great. And then they put you up on a pedestal and it's like, I can kind of see this entity just kind of putting their hand on their, sometimes people put their hand like this on their nose and be like, oh, okay. So it's like, so now this high priestess entity spirit has to sit and wait for your person to kind of like work through feeling that somehow now you're better than them and they're not gonna like, you're out of their league and that sort of thing. And it's just like, oh, okay, now we have to wait for this to kind of peter itself out. And I feel like you're over here not really even knowing that something is going on. I feel like you might notice a change in someone's behavior, but I do feel that you might not notice, or you may not be able to feel exactly into what's going on with them. I feel like you'll kind of look at it like, oh, maybe they just have a lot going on in their life, or they're this or they're that, right? It doesn't feel like you're sitting here, excuse me, like passing judgment or trying to, do this, or it doesn't feel like you're, making snap judgments about this person. I feel like you just see them as a human that's, maybe going through something. Oh my God, the Ace of Swords came out again. And I feel like what's really gorgeous, I think, about your energy anyway, is that you're not assigning anything to this person. You're not trying to stick them in the box the way that they did with you. You know what I mean? And I feel like there is an opportunity for this to be healed, for the two of you to move forward. And I feel like for some of you, you may want to do that. I feel for a lot of you, this ship may have sailed. It's like if this person had the audacity to say something crappy to you, like, oh, all Geminis are garbage or something. It's like if they had the kind of lack of foresight and I keep hearing like stupidity, but I don't want to call somebody stupid. It's like if they had, it's like if they were that foolish to say something like that to a Gemini, like about Gemini, you know what I mean? Like, why would you, not even just to a Gemini, why would you say that to anybody? You know what I mean? I'm a Sag, right? So if somebody was like, oh, all Sages are worthless, I'd be like, oh, so that person isn't worth listening to. You know what I mean? Like, well, you're not going to be worth anything to me. You're sure going to hate me. So I feel like if this person was stupid enough, I don't like saying that. If this person said something like that to you, I feel like you may be gracious about it because they're just not really, that important to you. But I don't really see you actually wanting to get involved with this person. I feel like they may pursue you for a while. And if that happens, you may soften towards them. I feel for others of you, this high priestess may have been able to block this person's stupidity from reaching you. In which case, it actually may feel like a nice new connection for you. So I think we're gonna pull one more card here. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you're gonna be really smart about this. I feel like if this person wants to come in, I actually feel like you're kind of busy working on something else, and it seems to be that their presence in your life has given you something else, another task that you have to complete. And I feel like they may kind of feel like they're a shoo-in to a certain extent. When they finally get close enough to you, they kind of feel like it's a no-brainer for you. But I feel like you actually may give it a lot of thought, and you may kind of look at, you know, everything about this person before you decide if you want to allow them access to you. And it does feel like when you do that, that it would actually, like if you allow them into your world, that it would actually be, sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. That must be gross. That it would be you being very gracious to this person. But again, always, again and always, Gemini, the decision is yours. So I think I'll leave it there. If this reading resonated, I hope that it was helpful and brought you some clarity. I do want to let you know private readings are closed for a little while. I just need to kind of get caught up a little bit, and so the private readings will be closed for a few weeks, maybe a month or so. If you're new here, welcome. I upload mini weekly love reads on every Sunday, and every Thursday there are some longer reads for all 12 signs. This is just a bonus read for Valentine's Day. And that's it. So I hope you guys have a beautiful Valentine's Day, and we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.